What's up, guys? It's Eli here, most known as FIFA Trickster, and today on this video we're going to be talking about FIFA 18 and tips and tricks to help you start off FIFA 18 the right way. How to become that ultimate player you want to be in pro clubs FIFA 18. Now, there's a lot of changes, but before we start out with this video and some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, I want to give you guys a big shout out for helping me reach 8,000 subscribers. That is massive. But we're going to be doing a huge giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. So at 10,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away a FIFA 18 Icon Edition. We're also going to be giving away a jersey of choice. It can be player jersey or it can be your own custom jersey with your number and Kontrol Freeks. But at the same time, this September 29th, when FIFA 18 drops, we're going to be doing a FIFA 18 Icon Edition giveaway. I'll put the link for those in the description. Make sure you guys check it out. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Let's jump into this video. I'm going to be explaining some of the things on how to become that ultimate player for FIFA 18 Pro Clubs. So to start off, FIFA 17, I did make a video about how to become a better Pro Clubs player, competitive Pro Clubs player, and I talked about some of the stuff you want to use. So FIFA 18 demo is out. I don't have Pro Clubs because it's not in here. I'm going to show you guys that it's not. But I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks that you can do right from the start to become the ultimate player. So usually if it's working, a job or pro clubs or playing FIFA, whatever, you always want to have the right resources, the right tools to do the job. So it's the same thing as gaming, same thing as pro clubs. That's how I see it. To have the right tools, you have to have the right settings, and the right settings are the tools. So settings on FIFA Pro Clubs is very important. Settings for FIFA in general is very important. A lot of players that play Ultimate Team competitively will tell you that. I play Pro Clubs very competitively, and I can tell you that myself. So we're going to jump into some of the settings you want to put. I made a video again if you guys want to go back and watch my FIFA 17, how to become a better Pro Clubs player competitively. I'm going to show you guys on this how to become a better Pro Clubs player on 18, I guess. FIFA 18. It's pretty much the same settings, but I'm going to talk about a little bit more in detail. So the first thing you want to do when you get that FIFA 18 full edition, if you pre-order it, remember that if you pre-order the Ronaldo and Icon Edition, you get it 26, which is a Tuesday. 2 weeks from yesterday. Kind of makes sense. But this first thing we're going to talk about is the settings. So your game settings should be pretty simple and pretty straightforward. The first thing is the camera. What's the best camera to play on in pro clubs? Now, there's a bunch of things that people will say, use this, use that, I prefer this, I prefer that. In my case, a lot of people, when they ask me, I tell them it's all personal. It's what you like to use. But to me, these are not my best settings that I would use. So because I can't change the pro club camera, as you guys can see on the screen because it's a demo, I'm gonna go to lock player. So on this, when you get this unlocked, when you get the full version of the game, you can go to it and change your setting. If you play striker, I suggest playing with tele. The other thing is when you play as a tele, as a striker, you want to go to camera settings and switch it to custom. When you have that custom, go to the camera height, put it at 19. That makes the field pretty level for you, so you will be able to see the field pretty level. That makes any sense. And then you zoom would be 3 on that. So if you put 3 on zoom, the zoom is pretty far out. It's not like co-op camera, but it's not tele either. It's tele, but it's just customized a little so it fits you better. If you guys watch my previous videos on me playing montages and stuff, I'm always playing 19 and 3 with tele, so it does help me keep the focus more on the player and the ball. And I'm not on co-op where the camera is a bit too far and I can't see. But once you go co-op, sometimes you can just leave it default. But if you're not on if you're on tele, just make sure you put it 19 and 3. It will make a big difference. You can play around with this and see how it works for you, but that is the best one to use. For midfield, I highly suggest co-op. A lot of CDMs play co-op because they want to see the field, and if they want to switch play, they can do that easily. Excuse me, with co-op. Defenders, same thing. Co-op is very useful. A lot of defenders use co-op. A lot of defenders use tele. Some defenders use pro. I don't know how is that even possible. There's no way I can play defense with that. But again, I don't play defense. But co-op for defense is probably one of the best ones you want to have. Goalkeeper, of course, no doubt, play with pro. Do not switch. Some people do play with tele. It's very weird. Like rarely, like 1% of the community play with tele. It's very weird. Play with pro. It's very useful. You can find it more useful than ever. That's probably the only camera you want to use for that position, even though I've seen some play with tele. But that's pretty much it. Now, why do I prefer playing tele over co-op as a player? Tele makes me see closer to the player. I can see if I'm being bumped, so if I wanted to press L2 to bump him off, I can do that and so forth. Co-op, again, it's more for midfielders. It's more for passing and stuff. Tele is more if you want to finish. You can see it better. But even though co-op, you can do that. But Tele, to me, I prefer that. It's all personal opinion. Try it out. See what works best for you. Co-op and Tele, it's up to you guys. But I prefer Tele as a striker. But that is pretty much it for camera. Now we're going to be talking about some other settings you want to use to become a better pro club player or in general player. Camera wise, we're done. So we're going to go on settings. Setting wise, I don't use, unless you're new to FIFA, you don't need to use FIFA Trainer. I turn it off. There's no need. Sometimes it's too much going on. I can't see it. Auto switching, always leave it on air ball. Whenever you're going for a header, it would switch if you want to. But you also can change it, switch with, of course, pressing R1 or LB on Xbox. If you're new to FIFA, you can turn on FIFA Trainer, and I'll always remember you can adjust the levels so it gives you more tips and tricks on how to pass the ball, dribble, shoot, and so forth and so on. Auto assistant, if you have it on air ball, no need to put it on low, just leave it on none. Pass assisted, I would say put it on assisted. It helps you with the position. It's just like COD auto aim. It has that setting where if you are aiming your gun, it will aim if the person is there, but if the person moves away and you're still there, it's not gonna go with them. It just stays there. It's the same thing with assisted passing. If the player is there, it will go at him. But if the player moves, of course, you can still do, if you do a through ball, it would go around him and go to him. But it's more that it's assisted with power and direction. So if you aim at him, it's still going to want him. If you want to do manual, very rarely it's useful, because manual is more like if you want a ball to go, let's say someone's making a run, you want the ball to go in for like more like that way. I don't know if that makes sense. And the player goes, that's fine. But assisted still does that. So it's useful to just use assisted for through ball and passing. Shooting, assisted is the best one, no doubt. If you press circle without even aiming, if you press just circle without even aiming, it will go at the goal, assisted. For in semi, on manual, you have to put direction and power. So if you don't aim it, like the direction of the goal is like so small. The window is so small. So if you aim slightly to the left, slightly to the right, you're always going to miss it. And shot, leave it on assisted. I don't know, some people play on manual, very hard to learn. I am not going to attempt that. But why make it harder? You know, make it easier for you and to understand the game and play the game. Cross assisted, put it on assisted. I highly suggest this. You put it on assisted, all you have to do, if you press square once, it's going to go to the back post or X on Xbox. If you press it twice, it's going to go middle, always middle. If you press it 3 times, it's going to be a ground cross. Now, that doesn't matter. Ground cross doesn't matter if you have it, which one you have. But 3 times will always be a ground cross. Ground cross is very deadly. Also, remember, you have the option of doing R1X, which can technically be a ground cross. It's more accurate, especially if you have assisted passing. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Save assistance. FIFA 18, I think, due to the fact that if you dive, your player is going to dive no matter what. It's probably best to use assisted. But keep in mind that some goalkeepers, there's going to be goalkeepers like Bruce Lee, Rixie is God, that's going to be doing tutorials on that. So if you guys want to watch goalkeeper tutorials, go on them. I do not have suggestion for that, so I'll just leave mine on assisted. Analog sprint, leave that on, and defending, it's up to you. But those are the settings. Assisted for pretty much everything. It's very useful. If you want to try something else, just play with it around and see how that works for you. But that is pretty much it for this video. I know I give you guys a lot of information. It's only 2 things really, but those 2 things are very important when it comes to competitive pro clubs. Having the right settings, having the right tools for the job will be massive. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget for the 2 giveaways we're giving away. The 2 giveaways that's going to be going on the channel. Check out in the link in the description. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate you guys so much for the 8,000 subscribers. Let's keep pushing it for 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. That would be massive. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe for more Pro Clubs video, and we will catch you guys later.